Okay, so I don't understand this. Paulo Banchero's in drop coverage right here off this ball screen. Stop. So this player needs to stay home. I don't like, what? Okay, so if you're Franz Wagner here, you need to sprint back. You got to get in a defensive stance with your feet set so you can guard the ball. Markelle Fultz is not going to be able to guard the ball. In fact, Markelle Fultz needs to be going away from the ball and coming to Jared Allen. So the Magic are in drop coverage right here. Markelle Fultz comes over and backside help. Okay, so right here, Markelle Fultz cannot gamble here. All right, this big is recovering back to Jared Allen. You need to get back over here. This player needs to guard Karis LeVert again. Okay, but like you're just sticking around and gambling, and now you're just literally in the middle of nowhere. What is Cole Anthony doing here? You're guarding Darius Garland. Please stop. Get your feet set right now. Get in a defensive stance. Look at this. Instead, what are you doing? You're now going uphill as Darius Garland's about to come off this screen, and Cole Anthony look at this. You have no chance of being able to get over the screen. I mean, Franz Wagner's got to have a little bit more urgency here guarding Darius Garland. You got to stay with him. I mean, look at this. This is not good enough. Like, why are you not guarding Darius? He just got the ball. You have no chance of guarding him, and now this is horrible. So Gary Harris is backpedaling right now and giving Donovan Mitchell an angle right here. Stop. Okay, so if you're doing this, you need to get up. You got to force him into this help. You have a man doubling here. This player would have to rotate here. And then you have a man here also who can help. If he's in a defensive stance with his feet set, he can help, he can stunt, he can recover, and there's no threes given up. But you can't allow Donovan Mitchell to not have to go into this help. Okay, if Wendell Carter is going to hedge this screen, you have got to make sure that there's no space to split through. All right, look at this. So if you're Wendell Carter, stop. Like, you got to wait. You got to close this area off. You're going to have backside help right here. That's what happens when you hedge. But, like, you're hedging here, and there's just too much. Okay, what is Cole Anthony doing? Karis LeVert makes this pass. So if you're Cole Anthony, please get in a defensive stance, get your feet set, stay with Karis LeVert. Where's Cole Anthony going right now? Like, what is he doing? Okay, I mean, if the Magic are trapping here, stop, then Franz Wagner's got to get up here. If it's a good trap, you don't worry about a man 2 passes away. All right? What you have to be worried about is if it's this easy to pass out of a trap, you've just instantly given the Cavs numbers, and now this player's 1 pass away. Okay, so Franz Wagner's going to get beat off the dribble here. Markelle Fultz does a great job getting in the gaps here. Look at how he gets in the gaps. Okay, gets a deflection. Fine. All right, so you're Franz Wagner. You're still guarding Donovan Mitchell. So stay up with Donovan Mitchell. This player that came over to double is going to retreat back. But why does Franz Wagner think it's okay to just relax and stand around? Hey, if you're in drop coverage, this big has got to move over here. You've got to be in a defensive stance with your feet set. You've got to be able to guard the ball. Got to be able to guard the ball and be able to slide over to Jared Allen. But you first got to be able to guard the ball. And, I mean, look at this. Donovan Mitchell's coming with a full head of steam downhill, and you're still coming this way. Not how it gets done. Okay, if you're Wendell Carter here, again, you're in drop coverage. You have to have your feet set in a defensive stance. You got to be able to guard the ball, and you got to also be able to slide over here to Jared Allen. But your first responsibility is the ball. Like, look at this. You're backpedaling. What? Donovan Mitchell? Okay, this is an issue. This is a real Wendell Carter is really struggling now. Get in a defensive stance, your feet set. Again, you got to be able to guard the ball, but you got to be able to slide over to Jared Allen. As soon as you start backpedaling, you've given up the ability to slide over to Jared Allen. Look at this. So now this player is coming over to help Evan Mobley, and this is. And if you're Paulo Banchero, you got to have your feet set. If you're trying to be in the gaps, if you're moving your feet inward like this, you're not getting outward. This is unbelievable. So Wendell Carter's inability to be in drop coverage is again going to burn the Magic. Right now, up, defensive stance, feet set. You got to be able to guard the ball, but you also got to be able to slide over to Jared Allen. You'll have help in the gaps here. But look again, you're not in a defensive stance. You're backpedaling. You have no chance of getting over here. So now this player's got to step up and backside help because you're not going to be able to get to Jared Allen. And so Dean Wade in the corner now is open. Stop backpedaling on Donovan Mitchell. Get over here. Get your feet set in a defensive stance. You're just going to backpedal on Donovan Mitchell. That's effective. Okay, so Franz Wagner gets beat off the dribble right here. Stop. So that brings a double team at the rim, of course. Paolo Banchero's got to slide down here. Gary Harris is going to rotate here. Markelle Fultz cannot be staring at the ball. Okay, like you've got to be ready to rotate over here. And then Wagner comes here. Like, I mean, what is Mark? Come on. Can't do this if you're Gary Harris. You're anticipating a screen. If you get screened, then your ball screen defense will commence. But right now you are just feeling out a screen that now it doesn't get set, and now you're not able to guard Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so the Magic switched this flare screen. I'm not agreeing with that, but okay. So Cole Anthony right here has got to get underneath Karis LeVert now. You're switching. You got to get underneath Karis LeVert for a lot of reasons. Well, he can beat you back door, but also, I mean, Karis LeVert's about to set a screen, and because you're not underneath Karis LeVert, he is screening now 2 Magic players. Okay, if Goga Batadze is coming to trap, then Jalen Suggs can't be gambling. You're seeing him gamble right there. Stop. You got to close this space off. So Donovan Mitchell has to go into this trap. I mean, please with this. You cannot be crowding Donovan Mitchell at half court. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. You have no ability to slide with Donovan Mitchell right now. None. Like, look at this. Are you... You're Franz Wagner. You got to recover back to Evan Mobley. You got to battle for positioning. This is just not even close to the urgency that it is going to take to be able to box out Evan Mobley now. So look what happens. Now 2 Magic players are boxing out Evan Mobley. No one can box out Jared Allen now. Again, what is Cole Anthony doing? You are guarding Darius Garland. Please stay with Darius Garland. This is what kind of urgency level is this? Like 0? Okay, so the Magic don't defend this down screen how you're supposed to. This player's supposed to get attached, arms out, so Darius Garland can't curl. But this player makes it over the top of the screen eventually, and Darius Garland doesn't take advantage. Okay, fine. Stop. Now you got to get in defensive stance, your feet set. The gambling here is like the last... You have to... Why would you gamble here? Atrocious. What is Gary Harris doing? Cole Anthony is going underneath this handoff. He's fine. Whoa, stop. Why is Gary Harris... No one said switch. So what are you doing then? Like, how... So you're going to leave Donovan Mitchell? Goga Batadze has to do something about this ball screen. Is he switching it? Is he in drop coverage? Like, there's got to be something. You can't do nothing, because look at this. Now the Magic are switching. Does this player look like he is ready to guard the ball right now? No. This is a... So now you can't stay in front of the ball. That draws a double. Easy offensive rebound. Gotta stay attached to your man, okay? Because if Donovan Mitchell's going to slip this screen, if you're attached to him, it doesn't matter. But look what happens. Look at Jalen Suggs, unattached to his man. Donovan Mitchell slips it. Donovan Mitchell's wide open. Wendell Carter is literally vacating his man to come double. So why on earth would Markelle Fultz also guard the ball? Just stay over here. Like, why? Okay, you are guarding Donovan Mitchell. Get your hands off of Donovan Mitchell. Just get your feet set in a defensive stance because your hands are on Donovan Mitchell. Look at this. He just goes with a little jab step there and boom, you're out of position. Look at your feet are not level to each other. So now he's going to do a rip through right here, and that's going to send you flying backwards because, again, your hands were on Donovan Mitchell, and now it's over. More atrocious defense from Jalen Suggs. Stop crowding Donovan Mitchell. Get your hands off of him. Like, you're in a defensive stance, but you're crowding him. So now this little jab step, look what that does. That gets you flying backwards. So now you're coming back uphill, but as you come back uphill, your feet aren't level to each other. So you're just giving Donovan Mitchell this angle right here. This is a disaster.